Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. I want to start by asking you a simple question. Have you ever followed someone not because you had to, but because you wanted to? Think about that for a moment. What made you trust them? What made you feel safe under their leadership? You see, true leadership isn't about authority. It's not about having all the answers. It's about creating a vision of a better future and then inspiring others to believe in it even when things get tough. That's where optimism comes in, because in times of uncertainty, people don't look for perfection. They look for hope. They don't follow leaders who claim to be invincible. They follow those who believe that together we can overcome. Today I want to share with you how optimism is not just a nice-to-have trait, it's a vital tool for leaders. It's what fuels resilience, builds trust, and creates cultures where people feel safe to take risks, grow, and thrive. So let's dive into the role optimism plays in leadership, and why it might just be the most powerful thing a leader can carry. Optimism creates a vision that inspires action. It is not just about seeing the glass half full. It is about believing in a future that doesn't yet exist and communicating that belief in a way that makes others want to be part of building it. In leadership, vision is everything. Without a compelling vision, people simply show up to do a job. But when a leader paints a picture of what could be, it awakens a sense of purpose, belonging, and excitement in others. Optimism is the fuel behind that vision. It gives people something to hold on to, especially when the path forward is uncertain. When a leader is optimistic, they are able to focus not on the limitations of the present, but on the possibilities of the future. This doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending that challenges don't exist. It means choosing to believe that those challenges can be overcome. It means choosing to see beyond the obstacles and helping others do the same. People are naturally drawn to those who radiate hope, not blind positivity, but grounded belief in a better tomorrow. That belief becomes contagious. It spreads through teams, through organizations, and even through communities. One of the most powerful things an optimistic leader does is speak in terms of why the work matters, why the struggle is worth it, and why each person plays a role in achieving the bigger picture. When people understand the why, they connect emotionally. That emotional connection is what transforms passive employees into passionate contributors. And it all begins with a leader who chooses optimism over fear, clarity over confusion, and purpose over pressure. In times of change or crisis, this kind of leadership becomes even more critical. When uncertainty rises, most people look around for direction. They want to know, are we going to be okay? What comes next? Do we have what it takes to make it through? And the way a leader answers those unspoken questions, through their words, their tone, and their actions, can either anchor a team in hope or plunge them into doubt. Optimism doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means acknowledging reality while still holding a firm belief in what's possible. It's about saying, yes, this is hard, and yes, we can do this. The most inspiring leaders don't just lead with plans and policies, they lead with belief. They believe in the mission, they believe in the people, and most importantly, they believe that the future they imagine is within reach. That belief becomes their North Star, guiding every decision they make and every message they communicate. And people feel that. They pick up on it. Even in the smallest interactions, that underlying optimism shapes the culture of a team. It encourages people to take initiative, to speak up with ideas, to try even when success isn't guaranteed, because they feel part of something bigger than themselves. Optimism also helps leaders stay connected to possibility. When others might say, this can't be done, an optimistic leader asks, what if it could? That simple shift in mindset opens doors. It creates space for innovation, creativity, and problem solving. It removes fear from the equation and replaces it with curiosity. And in doing so, it empowers people to move forward, not just because they have to, but because they want to. That's the difference optimism makes. It's not just about how a leader sees the world, it's about how they help others see it too. Leadership is not about having control, it's about having influence. And optimism is one of the most powerful forms of influence there is. When a leader believes in a better future and lives that belief consistently, it sets the tone for everyone around them. It shapes how people show up, how they collaborate, and how they persevere through setbacks. Optimism doesn't mean having all the answers. It means having the courage to move forward, even when the path is unclear. It's what gives people permission to hope, and then act on that hope. Optimism builds trust and emotional safety in teams. As a leader, the way you view challenges and setbacks has a direct impact on how your team perceives their own ability to navigate tough situations. When you lead with optimism, you send a message that failure is not a permanent state, but a stepping stone toward growth. This mindset allows people to take risks, experiment, and innovate without the fear of being judged or penalized for mistakes. Instead of feeling like they are walking on eggshells, employees feel safe to make decisions, share their ideas, and step out of their comfort zones. They understand that even if things don't go as planned, their leader will support them, guide them, and encourage them to try again. This emotional safety creates an environment where people can thrive, as it removes the fear of failure and replaces it with a shared belief that growth comes through learning and perseverance. In many ways, optimism acts as a protective shield against negativity and discouragement. It provides an emotional buffer that helps people stay focused on solutions rather than problems. In teams where optimism is present, members are more likely to support each other through difficult times. They understand that setbacks are temporary, and that they are all part of a collective effort to overcome challenges. This shared understanding fosters camaraderie and collaboration, as everyone feels empowered to contribute their strengths without the fear of being dismissed or undervalued. It also helps establish a culture of resilience, where challenges are viewed as opportunities for improvement rather than insurmountable obstacles. When optimism is a core value of leadership, team members feel that their efforts are appreciated and that they are working towards something meaningful. Furthermore, optimism in leadership encourages open communication. When leaders model a positive outlook, they create an environment where others feel comfortable sharing their concerns, ideas, and feedback. People are more likely to engage in honest conversations about challenges because they trust that their leader will listen with empathy and respond with a constructive approach. This kind of communication fosters transparency and collaboration, as individuals feel that their voices are heard and that their contributions are valued. Optimistic leaders understand the importance of acknowledging difficulties without dwelling on them. They create space for problem solving, rather than allowing negativity to dominate the conversation. This balance between recognizing reality and focusing on solutions builds trust, as team members feel confident that their leader will not only acknowledge the truth of a situation, but will also help them find a way forward. Trust is also built when leaders demonstrate that they believe in their team's potential. Optimism, in its purest form, is rooted in faith. Faith in the abilities of others, faith in the team's capacity to succeed, and faith in the collective vision. When a leader consistently expresses belief in the capabilities of their team, it inspires confidence in return. Team members feel that their leader sees them not just for what they are today, but for the potential they hold for tomorrow. This belief in others fosters a sense of pride, ownership, and accountability within the team. When people feel trusted, they are more likely to take on new challenges and push the boundaries of what they can accomplish. Optimism, therefore, not only creates emotional safety, but also empowers people to step into their full potential. This sense of safety is crucial when it comes to high-stakes situations or moments of uncertainty. During times of crisis or change, people need to feel that their leader will remain steadfast, not just in their vision, but in their belief in the team. Optimism in these moments serves as a stabilizing force. It helps people manage stress and maintain focus on what's important. It reminds them that while the road ahead may be difficult, they are not facing it alone. An optimistic leader doesn't downplay the seriousness of a situation, but they help the team see that even in the darkest of times, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. They instill hope, which becomes the foundation for resilience. The emotional safety that optimism creates also allows for greater creativity and innovation. When people feel safe to share their ideas without fear of ridicule or rejection, they are more likely to think outside the box and contribute fresh perspectives. This is especially important in industries or organizations where innovation is key to success. An optimistic leader fosters an environment where creative solutions can flourish because their team members know that their input will be valued and considered. This positive atmosphere encourages a growth mindset where every challenge is seen as an opportunity to learn and evolve, rather than a reason to retreat or hide. Ultimately, the trust and emotional safety that optimism creates allows for stronger, more cohesive teams. When people feel supported, believed in, and safe to express themselves, they are more likely to collaborate effectively and work toward a shared goal. Optimism doesn't just lift the spirits of the team, it strengthens the very fabric of the team itself. Through optimism, leaders build a culture of trust, respect, and mutual support that enables everyone to perform at their best, even in the face of adversity. This culture of trust becomes a competitive advantage as it drives engagement, innovation, and ultimately, success. Optimism fuels resilience in the face of adversity. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after setbacks, to persevere despite difficulties, and to maintain a sense of purpose when the journey gets tough. And optimism plays a pivotal role in cultivating this resilience. Woos. A leader who approaches challenges with optimism not only demonstrates the importance of resilience, but actively encourages their team to develop it as well. Optimism shifts the focus from the problem at hand to the possibilities of overcoming it. It's the belief that no matter how hard things get, there is always a way forward. This mindset helps individuals stay motivated and engaged, even when the obstacles seem overwhelming. When adversity strikes, it's easy to fall into a state of despair or frustration. The natural reaction is often to question the situation, to lose sight of the larger goal, or to feel defeated. Optimistic leaders, however, refuse to let the team get bogged down in negativity. Instead, they acknowledge the challenge and reframe it in a way that empowers the team to take action. They focus on what can be learned from the experience, what opportunities might arise from the difficulty, and how together the team can overcome the obstacle. This positive approach is contagious. When the leader maintains a hopeful outlook, the team is more likely to mirror that attitude and respond with determination rather than defeat. An optimistic leader doesn't just tell their team that things will get better, they show them. They model resilience by remaining steadfast in the face of challenges, demonstrating an unwavering belief that the team can prevail. This belief doesn't come from naivety or wishful thinking, but from a deep understanding that setbacks are an inevitable part of any journey. Optimistic leaders know that difficulties are not signs of failure, but opportunities for growth. They embrace the struggle and encourage their teams to do the same. By focusing on the long-term goal rather than the temporary setback, they instill a sense of purpose that propels the team forward, even when the road is tough. This resilience-building approach also extends to how optimistic leaders handle their own emotional responses. In times of crisis, it's easy for emotions to run high, for stress to cloud judgment, and for panic to set in. However, a leader who is able to maintain optimism in the face of adversity provides stability for their team. Their calm demeanor and positive outlook act as anchors, helping the team stay grounded and focused. They lead by example, showing their team that it's possible to stay composed, find clarity, and move forward, even when everything around them seems uncertain. One of the most powerful aspects of optimism in leadership is its ability to reframe failure. In many organizations, failure is often seen as a negative outcome, something to be avoided at all costs. However, an optimistic leader understands that failure is a natural part of growth. They view failure as an opportunity to learn and improve, not as a permanent setback. This perspective is essential in building resilience, as it encourages people to take risks and experiment without the fear of failing. When people know that failure won't be met with criticism or punishment, they are more likely to embrace challenges and innovate. An optimistic leader reassures their team that it's okay to stumble, as long as they get back up, learn from the experience, and keep moving forward. This mindset helps people develop a growth mindset, where challenges are seen as opportunities to develop new skills and knowledge. Moreover, optimism in leadership helps to build a culture of mutual support and collaboration. Resilience is not just about an individual's ability to cope with adversity. It's about the strength of the team as a whole. When an optimistic leader encourages openness and collaboration, They create an environment where people feel comfortable sharing their struggles and asking for help. This sense of community fosters a collective resilience, where individuals know they don't have to face challenges alone. Instead, they can rely on the support of their teammates and the guidance of their leader to find solutions and keep pushing forward. In times of adversity, people also look to their leader for direction. An optimistic leader helps the team stay focused on the bigger picture and avoid getting lost in the details of the problem. They help the team maintain perspective, reminding everyone of the ultimate goal and the steps needed to reach it. This sense of purpose keeps morale high and motivates the team to continue moving forward, no matter how challenging the circumstances may be. Optimism provides a sense of direction and hope, both of which are crucial in navigating tough times. Without optimism, it's easy to lose sight of the goal, to get bogged down in negativity, and to give up. But with optimism, people feel energized and ready to tackle whatever obstacles lie ahead. In essence, optimism is the catalyst that transforms adversity into an opportunity for growth. It shifts the focus from what's wrong to what can be done to make things right. It encourages people to stay the course, even when the journey is difficult, and to believe in themselves and their team. By fostering a culture of optimism, leaders equip their teams with the resilience needed to face challenges head-on. This resilience, in turn, becomes a driving force behind success, helping individuals and teams achieve things they once thought impossible. Optimistic leadership doesn't guarantee a smooth journey, but it ensures that no matter how rough the road may be, the team will keep moving forward with hope, determination, and confidence.